Nice to see the sunshine today. Okay, so you started off the new year, as we all did, with the best of intentions.
But those New Year's resolutions you made are now maybe history. So what do? UW-Madison clinical professor and author Dr. Whelan is back with us to help save the day.
Hi, Christine. Good to see
you. Good to be back. Happy New Year.
You as well. And this is always kind of a restart date for us, really, is what New Year's is with these resolutions, right?
Yes. So we have all these great intentions to totally change our lives. And now we're about 3 weeks in, and for a lot of people, it probably isn't going so well. How are you guys doing?
Well, I mean, we're doing okay.
Yeah, it's easy to stick with them when you don't make any New Year's resolutions.
Yeah, no problem at all.
But it's true. 3 weeks in, you know, you start with all of this energy, and it just wanes over time.
You do, and so a lot of us beat ourselves up, and we say, you know, every year we try and we fail, and then we just say, oh, I've just quit it all, and I'm going to go back to all my bad habits, right? So there's lots of research telling you all sorts of different things. So the first big new research is this debate about why don't we succeed in our resolutions? Is it a matter of willpower? So a lot of the conventional wisdom was that willpower, the ability to say no, the ability to make the right decision, that was like a muscle, right? And so, you know, you work out the muscle and you have more willpower, you get stronger. But also, like, if you move a couch and somebody asks you to lift something, it's going to be hard to do it after you've exerted that muscle, which is the explanation for, like, we eat really well all day long, and then we get home after a long day at work, and then there's that snack cabinet that calls us, right? And our willpower is down. So the new research is suggesting, no, it's actually all in our heads in a different way. If you think you have willpower, you will have more willpower. It's like the power of positive thinking.
Interesting.
If you think that your willpower will wane as the day goes on, then you're going to hit the snack cabinet.
From an eating standpoint, though, it's brutal to try to do, you know, to eat better. Right after Christmas, we're putting all this pressure. Oh, let's go through Christmas and eat all these sweets that we tend to eat, and then boom, on this crazy change.
So I am right there with you, and so here's what I did. I hosted a big New Year's party, and I brought all of my sweets and treats out at the New Year's party. Anything people didn't eat left the house. It was gone. So there is that, you know, that line, lead us not into temptation. This is really a thing when it comes to setting boundaries. Clear, bright lines are the way that we follow rules, right? So if you don't have it in the house, you are much less likely to get in the car and go get it, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So keep it out of the house. And really setting up, you know, the other real big thing is, if you're going to say yes to something new, you're going to add something to your life, like more exercise, you have to think about what you're going to take away. Right? And we often don't think about that. But every time we add something new to our lives, it's going to take time. And even if you're just sleeping or relaxing, right? It takes time. So are you going to get less sleep? Are you going to do less work? What are you going to do less of to do more of whatever it is that you want to do? That's an important step to keeping on track.
So there really is no surefire strategy for success, is there?
There isn't. But I think one of the real things is to be kind to yourself, because if you are 3 weeks in and it's not going so well, there's always Chinese New Year that's coming up, right? And you can
start over.
Exactly. You can have a restart. There really doesn't have to be any particular day or any season. The idea is to think about what matters most to you, why it matters, and then give yourself as much love as you can as you're trying to make it happen.
And I think the way you approach it is realistic, that over a year, you're trying to make healthier choices over a long period of time. Right.
It is true. Although setting some milestones along the way really helps. And if we have a boost of self-efficacy, that sense that we can do it, we're more likely to be able to continue on in a trend. So if you can have that win, if you can feel like, oh, I've lost a couple pounds, or oh, I've hit my exercise goal every week for, you know, this month, then you can say, gosh, I am now redoubling my efforts to keep going because I know I can do it.
Or it's only 345 days till you can start a new resolution. So you can already start planning ahead to 2021.
I like your attitude.
You have willpower.
I like your attitude.
I love that. Christine, great to see you.
Good to see you, too.
See you soon.
Thanks.